Gambling is addictive, drinking coffee is addictive, playing video games is addictive, watching porn is addictive. Gambling is addictive, drinking coffee is addictive, playing video games is addictive, watching porn is addictive. Gambling, playing video games, watching porn, coffee, and I'm gonna start digging. And I'm gonna start digging. The energy in this room tonight, and I'm gonna start digging, digging. I'm having like really bad diarrhea right now. Digging. Back into my colon. Really bad diarrhea, and I'm gonna start digging. It's all about your mind. No, I am not working out today. It's all about your mind. And I'm gonna start digging. And I'm gonna start digging. Working out. It's all about your mind. My hip is really bothering me. And I'm gonna start digging. I'm gonna start digging. I know you guys don't think so, but so much of like my day and my life is focused around streaming, and I'm gonna start digging. I feel very, very lucky, and I'm gonna start digging. It's so helpful. My hip is really bothering me, but I do want to smoke less, and I'm gonna start digging. More physical, smoke less, very physical, but I do want to smoke less. It's not easy, and I'm gonna start digging. And I'm gonna start digging. I'm very food obsessed. I'm an anxiety eater, and I'm gonna start digging. I feel very lucky. I'm really trying to work on myself. Food obsessed, work on myself. And I'm gonna start digging.
This is not a joke.
trying to stop?
Not a joke.
I'm having like really bad diarrhea right now. And I'm gonna start digging. Food obsessed. Food obsessed. It's not easy. And I'm gonna start digging.
I want people to know that I'm working hard. Vagina crisis.
And I'm gonna start digging.
We are living in a vagina crisis. Penis! I'm working hard.
It's not easy. And I'm gonna start digging.
Penis!
It's all about your mind. And I'm gonna start digging. Gambling, playing video game, watching porn, coffee. But I do want to smoke less. Food obsessed, smoke less. And I'm gonna start digging. There's someone in the bathroom.
Yeah, you keep digging, Kaceytron. You keep digging. You're gonna need a new place to live soon. How are you guys doing tonight? Hello. Hi, Cammy Plus. Hi, Luann. Hi, Lilith Moonchild. Hi, No Name. Hi, Small Lady. Hi, Count Joshua. Hi, Luann. Hi, Small Lady. Hi, Dripstar. How are you guys doing tonight? I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. I just want to preface this by saying that I don't want to hear a goddamn word about Girl World. Okay? I want to hear about no goddamn garbage. I don't want to hear about no bodega, any of that shit tonight, okay? I will deal with that another day, okay? First of all, it is my birthday. So I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want today. And I should be taking a break. But what I decided instead was this exciting news dropped about some of my favorite Twitch girlies. And I'm telling you, we've got, there is a whole network around fucking Amberlynn and Chantal. I am shocked this hasn't happened around Twitch streamers yet. How is there not a Twitch hater nation? I don't want to hear anything about sending you a super chat. You know what? You can't. You go right ahead, okay? It's my birthday. I'll allow it. But Kaceytron is getting sued by Ethan Klein. Now, also getting sued by Ethan Klein is Denims and Frogan, two names you might recognize from my channel as well. And I'm gonna go over real briefly what everybody, just give you a brief intro to everybody, and we'll go through it. But listen, this bitch called me a pedophile for voting libertarian. I am going to enjoy, I'm gonna gloat every little fucking drop of this shit. Gaining ground. If your ears hurt from last week's stream, oh, they're gonna hurt this week. This woman deserves to be sued into oblivion, into the goddamn ground, and eating shit off the streets. What Ethan Klein is doing to her is not enough. Does anyone press 1 in the chat? No Name, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Press 1 in the chat if you create content around here, and press 2 in the chat if you're just a lowly old viewer, okay? I'm a consumer. Well, first of all, if you create content, I'm surprised you haven't told me about it, Cammy Plus. Okay? You should tell me. No, actually, I would think you're fake if you told me about it. But okay, listen up, guys. If you're not a content creator, I'm about to give you the easiest grift in the world. If you go onto Twitch And if you live stream movies and TV shows 24/7 while you sleep and put up your donation goal and just come on camera every so often and pretend like you're actually live streaming during the day, you can make tens of thousands of dollars stealing from Hollywood productions this way. Okay? Now, some of you might be saying based. And some of you might be making a Twitch account as I say this. But I implore you to think of us lowly dumbasses who bother creating our own content. That's the kind of nonsense that we're going to be dealing with here today. Is people who can't even make a few goddamn comments just to not get sued. First of all, to just give you the backstory, what's happening here is Ethan Klein made a video, and we're gonna watch that. That's what we're gonna be watching. Let's see if I can find it, because I forgot I had to restart. I had to do a whole update and restart and all of that shit. Jessica Meska. All right. She better watch the replay. What is H3H3 Productions as the channel? Ethan Klein has like 45 fucking YouTube channels, and I can't keep up with which one he's uploading, which fucking video content nuke whatever to. It's titled I'm Suing These Three Creators. Okay? Now, before we get into this, I want to go ahead and I'm going to spoil it for you who the three creators are. Creator number one is Denims TV. Okay. I uploaded a clip of Denims, and the reason I uploaded the clip was because honestly, I thought, you know, I don't know, let's see how a Denims clip does in the algorithm. In this clip, what she does is she holds a crab rave for Joe Biden getting cancer. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with the crab rave meme, it's a song from Monster Cat, and back when the song came out, it started getting used in memes about Rush Limbaugh's death. When I first saw it, it actually had to do with who's the other guy that died around the same time? John McCain? Either way, it had to do with John McCain. I don't know if he died around the same time, but it had to do with John McCain. And people were spreading this meme around about John McCain. And so after somebody you hated died, you know, you played the Crab Rave song to celebrate their death. It's tasteless. I agree. It's in poor taste. But the man is dead. You know, it's funny. Oh, wait. Joe Biden is not dead. He just has cancer. And she thinks this whole thing is funny and then makes this comment. And this is the discourse of political commentary on goddamn Twitch.
Hers. Isn't that a major and illegal campaign contribution? What about Beyonce? How much went to Oprah and Bono? I'm going to call for a major investigation into this matter. Like, I'm sorry. He did not write this. I'll tell you what the original Trump Truth Social tweet read, okay? Guarantee somebody else is transcribing these when he says them out loud. And he said,
Did I not go far back enough?
This like unpaid intern is sitting there writing this shit down.
This is what she thinks Trump should have tweeted, I guess.
Wait 1 second.
Oh no, here it comes. She notices a chatter in the chat. It pulls up his history.
Right, this chatter. Echo chamber, Bigfoot, ha 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 ha. Making fun of cancer is disgusting. You know what I think is more disgusting than that? Also, nobody's making fun of cancer. We're all on cancer's side here.
Yep.
In this specific context, against Biden, no one's making fun of the cancer here. We're making fun of Genocide Joe.
Got him.
Realign your priorities, man.
Man's not even goddamn president no more. Now, this is the state of leftist discourse on fucking Twitch. And I do not know that much about Denims. However, what I do know is that she was originally a Destiny orbiter. That apparently that grift failed, so now she's a Hassan orbiter. That's about all I know about her. She's fake as fuck. It's, you know, it's really not too much more complicated than that. Frogan, I have talked about Frogan on this channel twice before. Once when Stardust's first video came out, which I helped her with. Let's find it real quick. Frogan. I'm looking for the first one where this one where I photoshopped her with Foodie Beauty. Okay, this is episode 24. I talk about Frogan and Tipster. Hopefully he never finds that one. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me get rid of the timestamp. Oh, God damn it. Okay, this is the first one about Frogan. And then the second one about Frogan was number, let's see, 56. And that one is about Stardust's second video. The long and the short of it is Frogan is also a Twitch streamer. She's probably less political and probably does more Kaceytron leaning content. It really doesn't matter because she's basically Hassan's head moderator. She whines and cries and plays victim all the goddamn time. And she's really anti-Semitic. And she hates Ethan Klein. Let's see. Fucking VO over here like, oh god. Wait. You not. This is my reaction, okay? So I'm giving you my reaction, but what I really want to give you is Stardust's video. Stardust Media, I think is where it is. Stardust video essay on Frogan. I actually had a lot of help in I helped a lot in writing these videos, although where are they? They must be on her new channel. So let me link you her new channel. Small Talk. Okay. Videos, yes, right here. Keep your chump change. And she just can't stop. Okay. This is Stardust's new channel. Make sure you go subscribe to her and give those a watch if you want to learn more about Frogan. But she's, you know, she doesn't. She may look like Foodie Beauty, but she's she's much more problematic than Foodie Beauty is. So then our third person is, you know, not much to say about Kaceytron. And the reason why is because not a lot of people want to even bother talking about Kaceytron, and you're about to find out why. She is a drugged out fucking loser that wastes away her life on Twitch. All she does is watch other people's content, and I'm going to make a bet, okay? Everybody press 1 if you think I'm right, and press 2 if you think I'm wrong. I bet I pull up her channel, and she's watching a video right now. Press 1 if you think I'm right, and press 2 if you think I'm wrong.
Crazy.
I mean, you can barely listen to her shit because she's constantly fucking playing music. And then what happens is when she's done reacting for the night, what she'll usually do is she'll go to sleep and then start playing videos. The long and the short of it is this woman racks in crazy amounts of money doing this. Now, she's been losing viewers and she's been losing respect throughout the community because of all of this nonsense. And she smokes weed constantly. Like, if you think you smoke weed a lot, she smokes constantly. And again, you're about to get a glimpse as to, because they counted how many bong rips she did while she reacted, quote unquote, reacted to his video. Okay? You guys ready for I'm suing these 3 creators? Press 1. Let's go.
What the fuck is going on here?
Oh my God. All right.
Hi there. My name is Ethan Klein, and my favorite hobby is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers. Today, I invite you into my home to share my favorite pastime with you. Join me in creating generational wealth for my attorney.
See, he's creating jobs, man.
Let me tell you guys a story. About a year and a half ago, it's a big conversation called ReactGate. ReactGate was a debate going on in the streaming community about what constituted fair use. People like Hassan, XQC, and many of the large Twitch streamers would watch other creators' entire video on their stream. They would rarely add sufficient commentary or even pause the video to speak. Most egregiously, they would re-upload the entire VOD to YouTube with the same thumbnail, the same title, so that they could cannibalize traffic from the original video. Here's what Lamino had to say about this phenomenon.
I don't mind people reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue. My video is still being played from beginning to end in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work. Or, you know, they could...
Now, this is one of the reasons I still, even though I know this isn't probably girl world interested content, this is one of the reasons I want to talk about this. Because I feel like this style of reacting in full to shit, the only reason I can do it is because I used to do this shit on Twitch. But that I feel like it's kind of unique around here, at least. I see a lot of other, like, kind of reaction commentary communities, and they don't necessarily watch the video in full and then do what we're doing here, which is like pausing, talking, blah, 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 blah. And like, this is one of the reasons I argue, I wonder how fair use any of this really is. But I do think we're in that most of us are in a uniquely different position, because I am telling you, these people on Twitch will sit there, they will play the video, they will walk away, they'll go to sleep, they'll sit there and they'll fucking eat on camera while the video plays, and they'll just like chuckle in the middle of it. Half the time, most of these Twitch streamers, you don't want to even listen to their commentary, so you fucking go just watch the video yourself. It's a very frustrating situation on Twitch, I have to be honest.
You do the bare minimum and ask for permission, something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. But to answer your question, no, I don't want people to stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
And what he's saying here too is just like, you could have just asked first, that's all. You could have just asked. I don't think anybody's required to ask, but like, he makes a decent point, because like, unlike us, we are pulling up these videos to criticize other people, generally speaking. Whereas on Twitch, they are literally just playing the video to entertain other people with someone else's content.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry, because why should these content thieves, essentially, get more views than the author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening? I mean, people don't like injustice, and this just, we all see this, and no, it's not right. This debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called into my show to debate me, in which case I'm sad to report that I was terribly owned. So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright? Or like the fact that it's illegal, does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because...
But that's fair.
Watch me full screen cam, do the fucking worm, then watch your
do
prime...
That.
Then watch your prime content.
Do it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many fucking views you get. Oh, okay, sure.
I just want to know if this is going to be played in the courtroom.
I mean, that's content, man. It's original content, at least. The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm. Oh, what did I think?
Ethan was basically saying, like, if you can live without, like, if you can keep your channel without reaction content, then don't do reaction content for like a week. And he's like, I could do the worm and I'll get millions of viewers. It's like, I mean, this is a pretty fucking goddamn, like, classic clip from XQC.
I kid XQC, but he is not the one I'm suing. Despite my criticism, he's not a malicious infringer. But the ones I am suing, you'll see, are much, much worse. Now, ironically, after this debate and in the wake of this large conversation, the problem seems to have only gotten worse. You have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of fair use with what's known as chair reacts, when Hassan gets up to go to the bathroom or to eat or to talk to his mom.
My birthday, you're not fucking with me.
Disappears for an extended period of time and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
IDF had warned people to leave the area around the main airport in Sana. Then this.
I've definitely already watched this, but this is like all clips of him reacting to something and walking the fuck away. Because he does this so much. I mean, he does this every fucking video that he puts on. He starts the video, then he walks away to go piss or to get some chicken nuggies. Like, it's ridiculous. This is what I'm telling you. This is what reaction content looks like on Twitch.
And it was in this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist, they couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published?
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety immediately after it was published. Now, the thing is, there were a few people that went above and beyond to commit copyright infringement. For example, Denims sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views, and their intentions couldn't be clearer.
Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Several creators have mentioned they're planning to stream their reactions or post reaction videos in coming days. Here's a list of creators who supported our sub either by engaging with us, blah, blah, blah. So they made a list. Like, it's actually crazy because what he's saying is like, we made this video, this whole content nuke on Hassan in order to bait these idiots into watching it, not doing transformative content on it, and then now he can sue them. Like, do you see what I mean? It was like, in my opinion, this was a pretty goddamn good bait and switch. And most of these people actually did react to it, but the 3 people he's suing, you're gonna see, did not.
Here's an excerpt from a stickied post from the Snark subreddit. Hey, everyone.
But you see what I mean? Not only did he bait them into doing this, they told on themselves. They said, you want to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. In other words, don't give him a view. Give these people a view who are stealing the content.
We've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering these streamers as market substitutes for my work. This is the cardinal sin of copyright infringement. The Snark subreddit has been a frequent and persistent infringer.
You cooked again, Kaceytron.
That's how I knew when this video came out, the Snarkers were going to encourage, promote, and push streamers to commit copyright infringement. I should thank the Snarkers, actually. Because of their predictability, they acted like double agents for us, incriminating their favorite streamers and serving them up on a golden platter. So, thank you, Snark. It's one thing for a subreddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content?
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe.
Burnt, cooked, you done.
Throw a prime. If you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
It turns out
she's literally saying, if you enjoyed not giving him a view, be sure to pay me for it.
Do it for you. You couldn't cook up a more incriminating...
Like, the thing is, you don't say this part out loud, you dumbass.
...statement if you tried. Denims, the queen of self-owning, you prevail again. There's one thing about copyright you should know is that you got to register it before you publish to be eligible for statutory damages and attorney's fees, which is the main biting force of a copyright infringement lawsuit. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys now, I, Ethan Klein, have registered Hassan Piker Content Nuke with the United States Library of Congress. Some of you guys out there sweating?
Yup.
Even though...
By the way, this is an actual thing that you have to do if you actually want to enforce your copyright. So if you want to actually, like, in other words, when you do those DMCA, the copyright claims, like, the person has to register their shit with the Library of Congress, I believe, in order to actually even bring a suit for this. I could be wrong about this. There may be other ways of doing it, but I believe that's how it's usually done.
Theoretically, I could sue a lot more.
Because I remember I was trying to do a DMCA on some asshole on Instagram that was stealing my shorts.
Creators and rake in millions of dollars. But the purpose of this is not financial gain. People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope that we can all unite against this type of egregious behavior that not only makes us all look bad, but could destroy the commentary community as we know it.
Absolutely. That is the thing here. Is like, I absolutely support the idea of him doing this, because when these people do this egregious shit where they are literally sleeping and just replaying fucking TV shows, that look falls back on the rest of us. That's going to make everything harder for the rest of us who actually are trying to make genuine commentary.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime.
The state of reaction content on Twitch is so broken, these creators feel comfortable looking right into a camera and saying outright, hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. Pay me instead of him. This is not a healthy environment. And with people like Hassan reacting to entire TV shows on stream, my fear is that Sony or Disney comes along, sues everybody, and sets a devastating precedent that could endanger our entire field. Now,
yep, it's coming, by the way. That's definitely going to be coming, by the way. The fact is, though, when it comes to the big companies causing an issue like that, that's going to happen to Twitch. I don't think it's going to happen to YouTube, just because YouTube already has that shit in place where it'll block your shit if you try to play Dr. Phil, for example. You know what I mean? But it's definitely coming toward to Twitch. Like, so I keep feeling it. Like, something's gonna happen with Twitch, like, in the next couple of years.
Before I tell you who the three people I'm suing are, I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on their gender.
And speaking of my predictions, I don't know if anybody in here has been around me long enough, but if anybody remembers, I think it was about 2 years ago that I said, one day, Kaceytron, the goddamn big studios are going to come for you. They're going to sue your ass into oblivion. You are going to lose everything.
Their identity, their political beliefs, all three are on this list. In fact, they're the only three, as far as I could tell, that reacted to the full video.
Okay, I did say that. I thought
Drum roll, please. Who's sweating at home, guys? Kaceytron, the queen of ripping farts and bong loads.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you... Look! You think I made this?
Frogan, who, bless her soul...
I tell you, this is her whole damn stream.
She's still rising.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom? Do I have permission? Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
I mean, this is what I'm saying. You guys think I was frustrated at Fresh Garbage or Deity for being boring? These people literally just turned the goddamn stream on and like, hey, what are you going to do today, guys? Huh? We got the donation wheel up. I just got so tired of it.
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
And Denims, the queen of self-owning. And my God, is she the queen of that?
It's very obvious from the way that guy's talking, he's a Sneeko fan.
Oh my God, bro, I love you. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they have been raped. The hostages have public statements. You can go look at them.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
I mean, the way she just, because he's going to point this out, so maybe I shouldn't even bother, but look at this fucking grin that she has over fucking denying rapes happened. That's what she's fucking so giddy about, is the hostages all said they didn't get raped. Give me a fucking break, you weirdos.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
This Yemeni kid.
This is why politics should not be minimized down to Twitch streamers who act like this. Like, Twitch used to be fun back when we acted like this about non-serious things, not this disgusting shit.
Kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Now for the fun part. Let's take a look at the complaints, and let's start with my favorite of the three, the very own, the prestigious, the highly acclaimed, the highly analytical Kaceytron.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without
like, and just look at how fucking, like, any of you that used to watch her like back in like 2014, 2015, 2016, like, just how run fucking down she is. She's just a fucking goddamn, y'all, you want to call me a sloppy mess girl? Look at this shit.
Not necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it.
Well, that's a really dumb thing to say, don't you think? Why are you so comfortable? We've given each complaint a...
In fact, let me play that again. Frogan, thank you for the $1.54. No, Ethan, I'm sorry. Please don't use your jujitsu on me. Oh, fuck, save me. Oh, my God. The fuck?
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without having to support Ethan Klein. Well, I hate to break it to you. If you want to watch Ethan Klein's content, you're going to have to support him. You know, you could just not watch the content instead of asking your stoned out fucking streamer buddy to fucking stream it for you.
So we're going to watch it.
Well, that's a really dumb thing to say, don't you think? Why are you so comfortable? We've given each complaint a...
And I want to mention this very quickly too. All of the people that he is going to be suing in this are people that literally said, I'm only doing this so that he doesn't get the views. They were completely malicious about their intent about this. And Kaceytron, by the way, went live today and pretended like she had no idea she even streamed it. She did this whole stupid ass fucking stream. She's still live now, I believe, playing dumb about the whole fucking thing. I think that stream she's fucking already, it's probably still doing today, is gonna incriminate her even fucking more. Cammy Plus, thank you for rejoining for 7 months in a row. I appreciate it. Credit the creators. Also, happy birthday. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It is my birthday, so hit the like button. Even if you don't like it, it's my birthday. But and this is literally part of the lawsuit. If her link is up, we'll look at it. But this is part of the lawsuit. It gave it a little name. Smokes more than she spoke.
A clever little title. And here's Kaceytron's. She smoked more than she spoke. Kaceytron smokes 42 times during her reaction. And
42.
Just as a silly thought experiment, we thought, wouldn't it be funny if she spent more time smoking than she did talking? And thinking there was no way that that could be true. Well, we tallied them up, and lo and behold, there's 15 minutes 40 seconds of commentary versus 18 minutes and 55 seconds of smoking.
You smoked more than you commented on this video. Now, one other thing to keep in mind is this video that she's watching is, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'll look up the runtime actually. Hold on. Son content nuke. This video is 1 hour and 42 minutes long and 6 seconds. In that 1 hour and 42 minutes, you only provided 16 minutes worth of commentary. Like, this is what I'm saying. And that number is probably high for a Twitch streamer. I'm telling you that right now. They don't fucking talk. But then, of course, the idea that she's literally smoked more than she spoke. God, I need that to be like one of a lesbian band name. Smoked more than she spoke.
She spent 3 minutes and 15 seconds longer smoking than she did talking in her quote-unquote reaction. And whatever talking she did was just to express how confused she was, presumably from smoking 42 times.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
The complaint continues. Indeed, Kaceytron is often too obliterated to comment on the nuke, and instead stares blankly at her computer screen. In a span of 2 hours and 7 minutes, Kaceytron smokes marijuana, frequently in highly concentrated forms through vaporizers, on 42 separate occasions. At one point, Kaceytron is so wasted that she states, quote, "What is happening? I'm trying to follow, but I've lost the plot." To give you an idea.
This is all... Listen! This is all in a goddamn court document. And that bitch is not taking this seriously at all.
The majority of her commentary comes down to this.
I don't understand this bit that he's doing.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
CPM's coming out of Qatar.
What the hell
you
is
kids
going
love anime,
on?
right?
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious?
Yeah, you cooked, girl. More ways than one, you are cooked.
Dog, what do you look?
And I don't know if you guys noticed, she's got the, does anybody know anything about this shit? I really, not that I want to try it because it looks ridiculous, but she has this giant, like, fucking garbage bag that she literally sucks out of, and it's like some vape kit thing, and it's like some giant garbage bag that she sucks out of. Those things have to get dirty really fast, right? Like, this is what she has. You see what it's like a big fucking popcorn bag or some shit, and it just fills up with vape, and she just sucks it down like every few minutes. Yeah, I think it is called the I'm pretty sure it is called the volcano. Yeah, it's weed. It is weed. A vaporizer. It fills a bag with smoke and you inhale it. But, like, does she replace the bag or something? Like, how does this work? The microplastics, ma'am.
They do musicals. They're very musical people.
And by the way, meanwhile, if you want to watch things on her stream, by the way, in addition to her sitting here and hacking up her lungs and, like, puffing on a garbage bag, you'll also get treated to the fact that people play fart sounds in her stream constantly. Now, I know I have fart jokes on my stream, and I know she jacked the whole bit from my stream because she's a goddamn content thief in every respect of the word. But, like, It's literally people spamming fucking fart sound effects throughout the goddamn stream. It's so damn distracting and annoying.
You being serious? Dog, what do you look? You think I made this? This isn't a music video.
And as dumb as all of that is, this is the part that really got her sued.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. Without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it. What the fuck is going on here?
Stating outright that her intention of doing this is so that people who don't want to support me can watch it through her is why copyright infringement laws exist. You could not and should not do that, especially if your commentary consists of you taking bong loads. At least try to engage with the content.
Well, right. I mean, she specifically positioned herself in a way to get sued. This is one of those things that I implore everyone around here to think about the idea that, like, don't put yourself in that position. Just stay quiet if that's what you need to do, but don't put yourself in a position to be sued by the people you despise.
What was that? Oh, sorry. That was a flying star. It almost got me. You know her and you love her, guys. Frogan.
Here's our good buddy Frogan. Frogo.
Reaction by exiting. Here she is getting up to leave the
a classic Hassan move.
Video running as she steps out of the room. Is that transformative? I guess the judge will decide. She said, quote, "It's time to watch the new nuke ethically. Hell yeah." Huh. Very smart to say on camera, by the way. She said, quote, "Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me." Well, you are so welcome, and I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy that day. Her commentary is so non-existent that even her own fans begin to call her out.
I don't have anything to say, dude, because he's cycling the same fucking points over and over again. What more commentary do you need on him repeating the same fucking points for the whole first hour and 1 minute and 32 seconds? It's been the same shit over and over again. This video.
And see, this is her. What happened to her here is this is what happens when you rush to do a reaction to something that you haven't really fucking watched and you haven't had any time to analyze. You don't have anything to say because you know what you're doing? You're watching the video along with everybody else. You don't have anything to say because you haven't watched the video. I mean, it really is that simple that, like, you're doing nothing other than hosting a watch party with your chat.
It could have been condensed into 20 fucking minutes. Like, what commentary do you want me to add by, like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot, he's mentally ill, and he's having a mental breakdown and uploaded it to fucking YouTube?
Well, it would be better than saying nothing, yes. It would absolutely be better than saying nothing.
Are you going to make at least one good point? What do you want me to make a point on?
Oh, I forgot. She also said, "Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing." You may use the bathroom, Frogan, although I don't advise it.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
This into your stomach.
Let me tell y'all something. You want to go piss? If you want to go fucking piss, you need to invest in some wireless fucking earbuds so that you can take the sound of the video with you. That's what I do. I got wireless earbuds, so you don't know if I'm here or not, but I'm still listening.
And let me state the obvious. Jew and
apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happens?
Well, you just pause it. That's it. You just pause the video, right? Like, you get up and you go to the bathroom, you just pause it. They should be watching for you. But if you get up to go to the bathroom and they keep watching my video, they're clearly not watching for you, right? As lazy and pathetic as her reaction is, this is not why she's getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically? Hell yeah. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people, Reddit people. I came from the H3 Snark Reddit. Ethan is so pathetic while Hassan is in Japan. I'm bothered having a great time. Exactly.
Now, I am going to say this much. I think he may have less of an easy case with Frogan just because she's not directly saying it, but I believe what he's implying is that the Reddit, basically the Reddit sent me. She knows the Reddit sent them. You know what I mean? Like, she knows that the subreddit basically is propping her up as somebody to watch the video through without actually watching it on Ethan's channel. So he's making, I think, more of a lot, like, I feel like this argument on Frogan is a little bit longer, but, you know, either way, you could have said something instead of sitting there complaining about, whoa, what am I supposed to say? He's having a crash out. He's having a mental breakdown.
We're going to watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated malicious...
Oh, never mind. Never mind. You dumbass. You fucking dumbass. Can't keep your damn trap shut either. I swear, the Twitch girls, this is ridiculous.
Intent to steal. They talk about watching ethically, but I learned not to steal when I was 5. Up next is Denims. And honestly, just take a look at this, guys. It's a nightmare on Denim Street. Not only did she chair react, but she was kind enough to write her name right at the top just so that we knew that she was stealing my content and it was her room and nobody else's. Judge, did you know that we're on Denim Street right now? Here's some quotes from Denims. We're relying on you to stay live so we don't have to give the nuke views. Yeah, I'm going to stream it. Since he's confirmed it's coming out today, I'm going to stream it. That is very explicit. Denim said, quote, well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, give me a follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like.
Now, this one for sure is like very blatant.
My content. Your content? The Queen of Self-Own included a countdown timer so we could tell exactly how long she was away. After being gone for a few minutes, she returns and then sits silently for another couple of minutes eating.
I'm gonna go pee, and hopefully, when I'm back, they're done with this.
And then, again, this is what I'm saying. It is not a coincidence that all three of these, which actually Kaceytron, for her credit, he didn't show her getting up. But it's no coincidence that you see two people doing the exact same thing. Getting up, walking away, letting the video play, coming back, and just saying fucking nothing. It's not a coincidence. This is commonplace on Twitch.
All right.
You do look better.
Mr.
Look at that shit. Look. She's gonna put that shit in her mouth.
I have an alternate.
She's gonna stuff her damn face.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
Womp
if you
womp.
enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here, because I'm going to be honest, I did not want to watch that by myself.
Let me also commercialize it by asking you to reward me financially for stealing his content. That is like chef kiss. By the way, Denims had a very successful stream. She had 43,000 people watching her live. Take a look at the title of her Twitch stream. Ethan Klein Hassan Content Nuke Watch Party. A watch party? I don't think that's fair use. Now, Denims, of course, always delivering the goods. She went on this dude's podcast to debate fair use. And would you be surprised if I told you she said a lot of incriminating things in that podcast? The Queen of Self-Own never disappoints.
I want to be clear on my opinion on like filler content.
Oh, right. She fucking fought with JXE over this whole reaction debate thing about like whether or not she was basically lifting content. And she's like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, bitch.
Stuff like, I think filler content, like, you shouldn't do it. I know I do it as a React streamer. And I try to do it only when I do it with like Vox videos or Vice videos and stuff like that. Because at least I'm not like directly ripping from one content creator and not like a whole team and stuff. And most of those videos have like 5 million.
What do you mean a whole team? There's a whole team behind Vox. What are you talking about?
Views. I only get like 500 viewers. Like I'm taking maybe 50 views from the video. It's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like I would feel very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reacting.
The majority said they would literally not even watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming it. Hell's Kitchen. Now, does anybody in here think that it would be a fair use, that it would really be a fair use for me to sit up here and play Hell's Kitchen on stream and barely say anything?
reacting hard enough. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part of the video, I might not be saying anything. Sure, whatever.
And when I say in full, I'm not saying in full, one episode in full. I'm saying these idiots watched the entire season in full.
I might walk away from the screen, but it's about like the communal thing. It's why like fucking Toast started streaming Death Note. It's not about the actual show at a certain point. It's the same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch it with other people. A lot of people go to watch streamers on Twitch for their react content almost as a curator. So they don't actually want to go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos, and they probably never will go through
She's a glorified mouse clicker.
through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like, this streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
Like, I'm
From the people that I've talked to, the people who watch Twitch content are specifically there to watch it so they don't have to scroll through YouTube and find a video they like. If someone watches content, I already said this, if someone watches content on someone else's stream, there is a very low likelihood that they're going to go watch it separately and give you like the view or the like. Or the people who are watching content on Twitch, curated Twitch content on Twitch, aren't necessarily people that would be watching content on YouTube.
That, my friend, is called theft. And you're a thief. And now I'm suing you. This is just a testimony to how brazen and how safe they've, gotten. That she thinks she can go out in public on video and say shit like, I'm stealing this content because I want to. I'm coping even though I know it's stealing. When people watch it with me, they're definitely not going to go watch the original. Like, you are way too comfortable committing crimes out in the open. Well, there you have it. 3 separate lawsuits for 3 separate geniuses. Now, I want to make it clear again, and I hope it's been obvious about why I'm suing these 3 people and not others. These people not only violated all of the principles of fair use, they also did it maliciously. And that's the part that really got me. I think if you're a reactor on Twitch, for the most part, if you make a good faith effort to comment, and if you make a good faith effort to promote the author, to link to them, to try to drive traffic to the original video, I think you're probably pretty much doing the right thing, and that's fine. And I would never sue someone for that. Take it to these 3 absolute morons to state their intention to steal my property on video. And to all the detractors who are saying that I'm targeting women, that I'm a hypocrite for suing for copyright infringement.
Where have I heard that before? Listen, just to be on the safe side, here's his link. Here, make sure you watch the video yourself.
I just have this to say. I don't care. What I do hope, though, is that you'll support their crowdfunding efforts to defend themselves. Because let's face it, I want to make sure there's money left over for me when I win my lawsuits. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great time. I'll see you around.
See, when I saw this video pop up, I was so sure that this video was going to end up being about just the lawsuit. I think that he had already started with Noah Sampson, and like maybe there were other people involved. And then when somebody tagged me in it, it was like fucking Kaceytron. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So he posts links to the actual like lawsuit, like the actual complaint and everything. I don't know if do you guys want to go through all this? Like, I kind of want to just more or less keep it at that. We can watch some of it. But Stardust did post something on Twitter. Oh my God, apparently Stardust is referenced in the Frogan lawsuit, so we have to actually look at it now. And yes, of course you want me to read these boring lawsuits. So I know this is from Kaceytron's lawsuit, okay? Like most lazy reaction videos, Kaceytron's group viewing session of The Nuke is nearly devoid of critical commentary. Instead, Kaceytron uses her group viewing session as an opportunity to engage in public degeneracy, such as continuously smoking copious quantities of cannabis, resulting in Kaceytron becoming so obliterated that, instead of providing any commentary, she stares blankly at her computer. Even more striking, Kaceytron peppers her group viewing session with the sounds of loud gastrointestinal emissions. Woo! Be sure to go give Stardust a follow on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter anymore, okay? So go give her a follow on Twitter. Let's pull up the Frogan lawsuit because I'm curious where Stardust gets mentioned in here. Let's see. This lawsuit's about ending the practice of lazy reaction videos that copy entire copyrighted works and purposefully siphon views and revenue away from the original. Over 7 years ago, the owners of Plaintiff 10 Entertainment established the legal standard for fair use reaction videos. As a genre, reaction videos vary widely in terms of purpose, structure, and extent. All right, let's see. The case involves a group viewing session hosted by defendant Frogan. Frogan specifically intended her group viewing session to siphon the maximum number of views and revenue away from TEI's copyrighted work content nuke, Hassan Piker, the nuke, to herself. Frogan successfully achieved her objective by releasing her group viewing session of the nuke immediately after its official release and showing it in its entirety. Frogan greatly profited from her group viewing session of the nuke through advertising revenue, donations, and paid subscriptions. The moderators of the subreddit knew that Frogan's group viewing session would serve as a substitute for watching the nuke. See, that subreddit post is probably what sunk them on all of this. Let's see. The nuke suffers from a poverty of critical Like most lazy reaction videos, Frogan's group viewing session of the nuke suffers from a poverty of critical commentary. Frogan plays long, unadulterated portions of the nuke to her viewers. In the majority of instances, she does not even pay attention to the nuke and is instead on her phone. Frogan even performs an empty chair reaction where she goes off camera for several minutes while the nuke keeps playing to her audience to keep her audience entertained. On the few occasions Frogan does speak, it is to provide repetitive statements on her favorite subject. Not the plight of Palestinians, but herself. What the? Who wrote this shit? Whoa! Frogan provides short, surface-level observations that provide little to no new information, aesthetics, new insights, or understanding on the nuke. Vast majority of these observations have little to no critical bearing on the style or substance of the nuke. Frogan's commentary primarily consists of repetitive ad hominem attacks on Ethan without any reference to the nuke itself. Frogan's unauthorized, highly commercial exploitation of the nuke is a quintessential example of copyright infringement, i.e. using copyrighted content to get attention and avoid the drudgery and working up something fresh. Let's see. Frogan's an online streamer who releases content on social media platforms. Snark mods are comprised of does number 1 through 10. True names and exact locations are unknown. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, people are saying that he's doing this to dox these people. He doesn't need to dox the streamers. He wants to take down these damn snarkers on the damn subreddit. Every time I went to Casey's stream on Twitch, she was MIA. All right, everybody, press 1 in the chat if you think Kaceytron is at her stream right now, and press 2 if you think she's off sticking a bong up her ass. I was about to put Kongtron. Let's see, what's she doing? What the fuck? Where is she going? Where the fuck is she going?
Barra just subscribed.
Driving around, stoned off her ass.
Is there a buffet that's open this time?
Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Stop it. She is literally the dumbest motherfucker on this planet. Oh, okay. So this seems to be trying to speculate on who all the snark mod Reddit snarkers are. Factual allegations. I want to get to the Stardust part. This is about background of TEI. So I think this has to do with the company and the first lawsuit. Frogan began streaming in June 2019. And on a more regular basis in August 2021, Frogan's career peaked in August 2022 when she averaged... Stop! Oh, man. Stop it. You didn't have to do this. When she averaged... Listen, 738 viewers is a lot. You didn't have to do this, Ethan. We're not all fucking 10K Andys like you. Probably more for him, actually. I don't fucking know. Frogan has steadily lost popularity. In January 25, the month of Frogan's group viewing session, Frogan averaged 160 viewers per stream. Frogan holds herself out as an expert. Her area of expertise, however, yeah. Is anybody in here? Where's Azria? I need a paralegal to tell me, is this legal? Are things really written this way in fucking court documents? God damn. She claims to be a public health expert, yet Frogan admits her academic and professional career in public health was stunted. I want to see the citation. I bet it's fucking... I bet it's Stardust. Oh, no, it's in the About section. Okay, okay. So it's in the About section of fucking Twitch. Let's get back. Let's get back. Okay. Also, what is this? What is this? This is throwing out red flags to me too, Ethan. All right, where were we? Public health expert, yet Frogan admits her academic and because this is from the video. Frogan admits her academic and professional career in public health was stunted by her lack of self-discipline. According to Frogan, her academic advisor conducted an interview to ensure she would complete her master's degree. Frogan also admitted to abandoning her brief career in public health after her boss wanted to discuss her performance with the manager of her department. Frogan frequently portrays herself as a victim, particularly to cast herself as a Muslim woman persecuted by Zionists. The inconsistencies in her evolving narrative, however, reveal that she's not a victim at the hand of others, but her own. The following examples illustrate this pattern. The professor who failed her... Not the damn paper again. Frogan posted on X that her professor made her write about the Arab-Israeli conflict and gave her a D on the paper, when she was the only hijabi in the class. Nearly a year later, the story changed to make the professor seem worse. On June 10th, 2017, Frogan posted on X that her professor gave her an F because what she said about Israel was, quote, wrong. Several years later, the story mutated further to make the professor seem divorced from reality. On May 8th, 2021, Frogan posted on X that her professor assigned her, the only Arab in the class, to do a project about how the Arab-Israeli conflict and failed her when she talked about how Palestine is occupied by Israel. In this instance, Frogan provided a screenshot summarizing 2 slides from this paper or project, one of which contains a glaring inaccuracy that Frogan admits was wrong. In the slide, Frogan claimed that there were over 400 million Palestinians that live in refugee camps in occupied territories in other Arab states. According to UNWRA, there's only 1.5 million living in refugee. 400 million seems really high. The glimpse into Frogan's paper and its obvious inaccuracy. I didn't know there was a paper. Did she show the paper? Did she leak the paper? Is this a joke? I want to see the paper she wrote now, because I had already written about this when I was working on Stardust's first video. Was like, we had written about the fucking paper, and I didn't know like she put out the paper or it was available. Her paper was wrong because it contained fact. Also, why does this matter in this lawsuit? Why are you telling me all of this about Frogan? It's it's literally just like, it just feels like something I sat down to write about somebody else, and let's not pretend like I haven't been writing. Her paper was wrong because it contained factual inaccuracies. Instead, Frogan painted herself as a victim of a fanatical professor who discriminated against her and promulgated a counterfactual narrative that Israel is not occupying the West Bank and Gaza. The Zionist therapist. Oh, this one. So we know these stories for the most part. Frogan posted on X she went to therapy for the first time after talking about her dad. But that's what I'm saying. This is Stardust video basically written out. Maybe this is what she meant by I'm referenced in the lawsuit. After talking about her dad fleeing Israel-Lebanon war, she was taken aback when her therapist responded with, "I'm Israeli. Do you have any issues with me being your therapist?" As a self-described public health expert, Frogan should have realized her therapist was adhering to Section 1 of the American Counseling Association Code of Ethics. Oh, 1, the American Counseling Association's Code of Ethics, and 2, the American UNWRA Palestinian Refugees available at... That seems like a very specific thing to have. Hold on, what is this? What is this? The American, okay, UNWRA Palestinian Refugees. What does this mean? Who are Palestinian refugees? Where do they live? Would this apply? She's Lebanese. Whatever. I don't care that much. Let's see. Several years later, Frogan's story about her therapist mutated on February 29th. And you see what I mean? She changes the story. Like, basically, it's like she tells the story once, and it's almost as if it doesn't get her enough attention. So she twists the story again a year or two later, and then maybe it gets her a little bit more attention. And then a year or two later, she tells the story again, but it's like 10 times worse. It's like, it's just weird why she waits so long to twist the story around. Like, it's, I don't know. It's just weird. Every tweet seems like a practice run. Frogan's story about her therapist mutated in February, 2024, Frogan posted about X about her bad experience with a Zionist therapist. When Ethan responded that Frogan was using Zionist as a dog whistle for Jews, Frogan made another post that painted the therapist as absurdly rabid and unethical. Below is a true and correct screenshot of the post. When I say my therapist was a Zionist, when I went back to her in 2019, I mean, she literally brought up that I was Lebanese unprompted. And but how's somebody gonna do? I'm sorry, stop. How's somebody gonna bring up that you're Lebanese unprompted? What does that mean? Just because you're wearing a hijab doesn't mean you're from Lebanon. I don't understand what that means. And confronted me on it, saying she was Israeli. She asked if I had a problem with that. If I felt like Israel had a right to exist, started asking more and more if I was frustrated with Islam, and have I considered taking off my hijab. I asked her if she was all right with me being Lebanese, and she got really aggressive. You asked her if it was all right with me being Lebanese, and she got aggressive about that? What? Why would you ask somebody, is it okay guys, is it okay if I stream wild Portuguese? Are you guys okay with that? She got really aggressive. Red flag right there, accusing me of flipping it on her and refused to answer. So when I say Zionist, I don't mean she was Jewish. I mean she was a racist Israeli who could not help herself but to confront me about my ethnicity in what was supposed to be a therapy session. My God. No wonder that, if this is how therapy sessions go, it's not. then I see why mental health is failing around here. I still say Canada's got it worse. Prior to October 7th, Frogan was an effusive fan of Ethan and the podcast series he hosted with Hassan Piker. Once October 7th occurred, Frogan's social media activity demonstrated her support for Hamas and endorsement of blood libel conspiracy theories. Below are some examples. Leftists preach and foam at the mouth at the thought of a revolution happening in America, but as soon as it happens in the Middle East, what they're doing is wrong. Due to the insensitivity and timing of the post, Ethan decided to quietly unfollow Frogan. Shortly thereafter, Frogan cried like a little bitch about it, liked a bunch of other ridiculous tweets. It's game over for Israel. James Bond is officially fighting for Hamas. See, this is what I think, is that I think Ethan just basically pulled this entire thing from Stardust Video, which I'd like a writing credit, Ethan. I'd like a writing credit, thank you. I contributed to this. Frogan made a public scene over Ethan unfollowing her on X. That feeling when one of your favorite content creators unfollows for being pro-Palestine, Lamau. Then she went on to Hassan's Discord to indulge in self-pity and pleaded with Ethan to refollow her. November 2023, Frogan liked a tweet spreading grotesque blood libel that falsely claimed Israel admitted to harvesting skin and organs from dead Palestinians to use for skin grafts and organ transplants, and that the majority of skin in Israel's skin banks was stolen from the Palestinians they killed. Below is a true and correct screenshot of the post. Yeah, I think I read this one. Remember that Israel has admitted to harvesting skin and organs from dead Palestinians to use for skin grafts and organ transplant, and the majority of dead skin in Israeli skin banks was stolen from Palestinians they killed. I remember that because I had to read that for a fucking voiceover. Frogan serves as one of the moderators of Hassan's chat. Far from being a neutral arbiter, Frogan weaponizes her role as Hassan's enforcer to ruthlessly silence dissent and cruelly target her enemies, while elevating those who excuse and justify terror and violence. For example, in November 2023, Frogan created a public controversy over Ethan unfollowing her. Hassan and Ethan discussed the Israel-Palestine conflict. Hassan's chat was replete with hateful and bigoted comments about Ethan, which Frogan refused to moderate out of vindictiveness towards Ethan. This motherfucker, Ethan Klein, you motherfucker, you just completely jacked our video. Listen, you're suing these people for copyright infringement. You just took the whole damn goddamn transcript of this fucking video. And you basically hit copy paste and ran it through AI, didn't you? I want an explanation. But do you see what I mean? That fucking video that me and Stardust worked on, both videos that me and Stardust worked on, is now being used as fucking the backbone. No, the sources are obviously where the sources came from that video, but it's being used as a backbone in this damn lawsuit. It's wild. Can I get a clap for me? It's my birthday, and like this is the biggest accomplishment I'll probably ever make. Probably not, but either way. This year, maybe. I don't know. Hassan and Ethan discussed the conflict. Hassan's chat was replete with hateful and bigoted comments about Ethan, which Frogan refused to moderate out of vindictiveness towards Ethan. We probably wouldn't go that deep. H3 Snark is part of a genre of message. Okay, this is background of H3 Snark. I actually don't care about the background of H3 Snark, because that's getting into a whole story that I don't think we've even really covered around here. And I don't, he's speculating on who all of these subredditors are. Look, they posted Jews talking to Hitler. I don't, what is this? What is this? What is all this? All right, we're going to control F, because this is, how many pages is this? I'm curious. Ooh, damn. Kaceytron, you in trouble. 64 pages long. Oh, I thought there was like a chart on here. It's a fucking smudge on my screen. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, shit. Okay. Star-crossed. Who is Frogan? So she's listed as a source, number 18, about the pleading with Ethan to refollow her. See, Star-crossed, who is Frogan, the history behind Hassan's vilest mod.
She started to post on social media about it.
That feel when one of your favorite content creators unfollows for being pro-Palestine.
Hey, dumb. Being pro-Hamas isn't being pro-Palestine, just so you know. And then, when that wasn't enough, she took to Hassan's Discord.
Ethan Klein unfollowed me. Wow. Why am I sad? LNO. Ethan, I'll support the IDS. Refollow me. Ethan probably was like, this damn Arab supports Hamas.
It's disgusting and disgraceful for her to make an accusation of racism against Ethan with no evidence to do so. It cheapens it when anyone actually does have a legitimate accusation against someone for being racist. Unfortunately, as we've seen, this is a mainstay in Frogan's behavior.
Sad?
She has an incredible victim complex and cheapens everything that she touches.
It's a great game if you want a cooperative game to play with your friends, whether it be you just chilling at night or you want something competitive.
They f***ed up Sonic!
Oh,
She
God.
f***ed up Sonic!
Fucking Bo Blacks. Okay. So, is that really? Hold on. You might as well have referenced Stardust in the entirety of this goddamn document, because half of it is from the fucking video. Only twice? Only twice. What? Oh my God. She's only sourced once. She's only cited once? Come on. Fuck you, Ethan Klein. Now I'm doing a copyright claim on you. God damn it! Somebody call up the Library of Congress. All right, let's take a quick look at Denims, but I really don't care, because I guarantee you what he's gonna say is like, she was sucking dick in DGG, and then she went slithering to Hassan. Denim LARPs as a revolutionary from the comfort of her bedroom in California. She's a prolific purveyor of misinformation and speaks with great confidence on topics where her knowledge leaves much to be desired. Denims repeatedly inserts herself into public controversies by employing poor judgment, knee-jerk contrarianism, and a consistent impulse to defend the indefensible, including copyright infringement, terrorism, and extremism. Yeah, no, this is apparently for real. Now, I just want to ask, because maybe somebody in the chat knows, does anyone know where the Kaceytron document is? Because this was the only thing, like, he put coming soon. And Stardust has a screenshot from it, but I don't know if it's maybe from the video. Because the tweet that Stardust did, I don't remember him talking about this in the video. Like most lazy reaction videos. Because, see, he reads a section of it when the Kaceytron stuff.
Smokes marijuana.
Okay, indeed, crazy. So this is not the screenshot that Stardust is posting. And I think that's the only time he posts anything. Yeah, from the lawsuit about Kaceytron. So the document has to be out there somewhere. God damn it. Let's see. So yeah, he's basically suing these idiots for failing to react. Failure to react. Yeah, I don't see it on... Hold on, does the Farms have it? Hold on. I just told Ethan to cite his sources if he's gonna use... I'm just kidding, it's fine. He is... I know he has communication with Stardust. That's how he knows about the video. So I know he has communication with Stardust. But I talked to... In fact, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I talked to her about this. And I said... I was like, he's suing Kaceytron? And she's like, I didn't know that she was in this too. I was like, why didn't you tell me? I'm surprised that woman is still watched. No, it's true. Hi, Mr. Unremarkable. How you doing? Yeah, it's just marked as coming soon. So what we're going to do is glaze through the goddamn denim suit, and then when the Kaceytron one comes out, or when I get a copy of it, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm supposed to be taking a break right now because it's my birthday. Okay? So I'm probably going to be taking a hefty break from streaming for a minute, just because I want to make sure that I have good shit, good, well-sourced content, well-sourced information before I go live again. Every day this week is your damn... Every day is my birthday, okay? But no, it's for real my birthday, okay? It is, okay? Hit the like button, okay? Hit the like button. Even if you hate me, hit the like button because it's my fucking birthday. I honestly cannot fathom why someone would watch Kaceytron over any other streamer. Okay, press 1 in the chat. I'm going to pull up her stream again. Press 1 in the chat if you think she's high, and press 2 if you think she's sober. The fuck? Is she at a Taco Bell?
I will be out of here. I do not want to be a bother.
Is somebody calling? Hold on. You have Ethan Klein coming at you, making this video saying he's suing you. You know people... You've got probably 5 times the number of viewers you would normally fucking get, and you thought it was a good idea to go to a goddamn restaurant. I bet you money people are calling up that restaurant being like, there's a fat cow in the damn booth. Just fucking table 37.
Has anybody here never been to Olive Garden?
No, I bet they are calling. Listen, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. Let me have my fun. Jesus fucking Christ.
They have free breadsticks. I don't need that many.
Yeah, eat up, bitch. Eat up, and get high, and then go drive around, go fucking run over a kid. That's what you're gonna do. The Denims, the alt-left's answer to Kellyanne Conway. Oh my God. How many people have seen these documents yet? Ew, not the weed fun. Yeah, no, Ethan's trying to take away my weed. Ugh. That's what she came on fucking stream with. She's actually not taking this lawsuit like seriously at all. And I hope it comes back to bite her in the ass. I really do. Denims is one of the most loyal and ardent defenders of Hassan Piker, the prominent alt-left streamer on Twitch. Much like Scientologists engage in fair game, Denim ruthlessly attacks with reckless abandon anyone who disagrees with her, Hassan. She parrots Hassan's style, rhetoric, and content strategy, regularly streaming React content with minimal transformation or commentary. As such, she's assumed a leading role in Hassan's waiting room, a collective of streamers who cultishly follow Hassan and parasitically leech off his audience by streaming before and after him. Now, I have a question. Wasn't there someone... weren't there people in Girl World that were doing this at one point? Like, basically, like, wait around for fucking, like basically be a fucking waiting room. Maybe I'm thinking of they were doing this to Amber Lynn. They would go live, like, during the day and, like, sit around and wait for Amber Lynn to go live. But they wouldn't actually, like, end and raid her or anything. They were just doing it. But these guys are basically kissing ass so much that they're like, hey, can Hassan's audience come here and watch me before he goes live? We can all go watch him together, like a community. Like, fucking Twitch is so fucking psycho parasocial. It's so fucking awful that way. Like, I understand sort of why Zachary Michael is in the position he's in, where he's over here trauma dumping on Twitch every day for an hour. But it's like, I genuinely think Twitch does something to people. It's weird. Streaming is putting it very generously true. Half the time she's so fucking there. On November 17th, 2023, Denims read Osama bin Laden's letter to America in its entirety on stream. She frequently expressed agreement and support for the letter, such as, America deserved 9/11. I can't disavow facts, man. I can't disavow reality. That's not how it works, bro. Why do they attack us in New York and Washington? If Ariel Sharon is a man of peace in the eyes of George Bush, then we are also men of peace. America does not understand the language of manners and principles, so we are addressing it using the language it understands. Denim's response, he's not wrong about that. The U.S. only understands violence. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do, Ethan Klein? You motherfucker? I'm going to take this damn lawsuit and I'm going to make a video about Denims. How about that? And go ahead, put your Kaceytron one up. That's the one I want to read. Denim's involvement with the public controversy known as ReactGate provides great insight into her willful disregard for copyright. In these group viewing sessions, streamers like Hassan and Denims would watch the entire copyrighted works with little to no commentary, sometimes even letting the video play when they were not present or while the streamer was sleeping. The controversy reached fever pitch when these group viewing sessions involved mainstream television shows and films. The online content creator known as JXE released a video entitled Hassan Piker, Jinx, and the Issue of Reaction Content, which is a very good video I would watch if that was any of you. In fact, I have a link. Highly recommend this video. Hassan Piker jinxed in the issue of reaction content. Especially if you're a creator in this space, watch this video. Watch the video. Okay? Put it on your watch later. Oh, god damn it, I lost my place. Somewhere around here. The Nightmare on Denims Street. Maybe I went too far. No? Okay, no, we're back here. Despite Twitch's prohibition on terrorist propaganda, Twitch gave Denims a slap on the wrist by banning her for just a day. December 2022, Denims' response to December 2022 of June Nicole Lapine, PKA Shoe on Head, which critiqued Balenciaga's advertising campaign that depicted minors in highly sexualized BDSM attire. Rather than acknowledge the widespread concern, Denims took the absurdly grotesque position of defending Balenciaga's advertising campaign and attempted to paint Shoe on Head as homophobic, despite Shoe on Head not mentioning homosexuality whatsoever. In fact, I want to see that. Hold on. See, this is good. What we got? What's this?
Oh, thank you, Sundance. Thank you. You go shy.
Oh shit, I'm about to make a video out of this shit.
Oh shoot. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll talk about it. Okay, well.
Yeah, you haven't even watched the video.
Hello, everyone.
Hold on. Because I want to see what the timestamps he listed are for this. I should have opened new tab or whatever. Excuse me. Everybody press 7 in the chat. Making it awkward. BDSM attire. Okay, 129 to 330. Okay, that's what I thought. He basically wants you to watch the whole reaction, which I guess goes on for 2 fucking hours.
Oh, thank you, Sundance.
How long was her video? Click play. Click play. I want to see how long the video was. Click play. Nobody cares.
Okay, it's okay.
Nobody gives a shit.
Okay. It's okay. We'll talk about it.
Click play.
Hello, everyone.
I feel like that says 78 minutes, but that can't be right. 20 something? Is this like a 20-minute video?
Today we are going to be talking about the creepy Balenciaga photo shoot you may have heard of.
All right. Either way, we have reference material. Denims' involvement with the public controversy known as ReactGate provides great insight into her willful disregard for copyright. In early 2022, Hassan and Denims, along with several other Twitch streamers, received intense criticism for conducting group viewing sessions of third-party copyrighted content without permission. In one of these group viewing sessions, streamers would watch entire copyrighted works with little to no commentary, sometimes even letting the video play when they were not present or while the streamer was sleeping. The controversy reached a fever pitch when these group viewing sessions almost involved mainstream television shows and films. I feel like I read that in the other one about Frogan, right? I'm sure a lot of this has to be copy and pasted, right? February 2022, the on-time... Okay, JXE released a video. In the video, he drew a distinction between reaction videos that provide substantive critique and or additional insights into the original work and lazy reaction videos that resemble group viewing sessions. In particular, Jay focused on Hassan's group viewing sessions, including 1, his poverty of commentary, 2, his penchant for doing an empty chair reaction, where he lets the video play while he's completely off screen, and 3, the failure to credit the author of the original video or link to the original content. In a now deleted response video, Denims defended the unauthorized use of copyrighted content by asserting that viewers preferred watching streamers over original uploads, particularly when the material is curated. She claimed that established fair use standards are irrelevant to live streaming. And by the way, I can't tell you how many times I've heard this, where people seem to think, well, it's live streaming, so what do you expect? What am I supposed to? You know what I'm saying? Like, they seem to think, well, the rules are different because I'm live streaming. Irrelevant to live streaming, including Twitch content, and need not be transformative through substantial commentary or editing. Rather, Denims claim that a streamer's personality alone can justify the unauthorized rebroadcast of copyrighted material. Let's look at. No, actually, I forgot that. Damn it. I got to open new tab. Nobody, you got to remind me. I can't believe they called her the alt-left answer to Kellyanne Conway. $8 hours. God damn. Okay, so this, I'm guessing, is
deal with that, because that's...
Is this the interview she did, or they're just commenting on? All right. Okay. February 2025, Denims and JXE conducted a debate. That can't be, that year has to be wrong. It couldn't have been February of this year. That doesn't sound right. Someone tell me if I'm wrong. That doesn't sound right. It had to be February of last year, right? Or the year, I don't know. I don't know what year. Because this video is from 2022. So maybe they meant 2022. I don't know. Conducted debate about the propriety of group viewing sessions that was moderated by the online content creator named Chud Logic. During the debate, Denims makes several damning statements about her personal perception on unauthorized use of copyrighted content. Some notable moments are listed below. Early on in the debate, Denims acknowledges that she uses third-party content as filler and that it siphons views away from the original. I just want to be clear on my opinion on, like, filler content and stuff. Like, I think filler content, you shouldn't do it. I know I do it as a React streamer, and I try to do it only with Vox videos or Vice videos and stuff like that, because I'm not, like, directly ripping from one content creator and not, like, a whole team and stuff. What do you think Vox and Vice are, if not whole teams of people that work to create content, and you're just stealing it? What are you talking about? Most of those videos have like 5 million views. I only get like 500 viewers. Likely, I'm not even going to be taking out. I'm taking maybe 50 views from the video. It's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Well, hopefully the court agrees with you that you're only taking 10% of what your viewers are, because, you know, the judge is more than likely going to say, no, you took 500 viewers away. More than that. Shortly thereafter, Denims accepts her own bias in the situation and her desire to use third-party content. Maybe I'm coping because I'm a reactor and I want to have that content. Mine. Later in the debate, Denims sets forth her theory to justify her group viewing session of third-party content that Twitch streamers are curators that provide a communal experience of watching content with their own audience who doesn't want to take the time to find YouTube content on their own. You see what she's saying here? Guys, don't bother with the algorithm. I'll be your algorithm, okay? Just watch what I want you to watch, okay, guys? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love when a content creator shows me somebody new, but like, to act like that's a job? Come on, girl. Come on. You can do this with AI. Give me a break. In fact, that's what AI should be there for, is to bullshit like, I don't know. I'm getting wore out. I hate reading through shit like this. You know, I'm sure if you click on a random part of the video, I might not be saying anything. Sure, whatever. I might walk away from the screen, but it's about, like, the communal thing. It's not about the actual show at a certain point. It's like, oh, it's the same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch it with other people, right? And you see what I mean about Twitch being goddamn parasocial? Like, these people will tell you in the exact same breath, we're not friends, okay? I don't really want to know you, okay? You know, you're the viewer, I'm the streamer. I say that all the time, but I actually fucking mean it. Like, don't come in my shit telling me all this shit and fucking, you know, like, I don't want to gaslight people with that respect. You know what I mean? I don't want to come up here and be like, oh, guys, we're all one big happy family, because, like, I don't know any of you for real. Y'all might be chopping up homeless people in the basement when I'm not looking. Okay? I don't know. I don't know. I'm like Azure. I got trust issues. See? I think when it comes to streamers on Twitch, a lot of people go watch streamers on Twitch for their React content almost as a curator. So they don't want to actually go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos. And they probably never will go through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going on Twitch because they like to have it as, like, this streamer is curating fun content I want to watch. Bitch, you're not curating anything. You aren't curating. Exactly. Don't worry, I'm just paying with exposure. Try telling an artist that. You know what I mean? Like, it's stupid. And you're not, that's the other thing. It's like, even using the word curating, you're not curating anything. You're not making anything. You're just playing videos for somebody. I do it too, but I don't sit up here and act like I don't sit up here and do this. I don't sit up here and try to make up excuses and try to justify it. I say, you know what I'm doing violates their copyright and it's wrong. And if they want to hit me with a copyright strike over it, I'll take it down. I'll take the copyright strike happily. If that's, you know, if I'm over here doing wrong and somebody busts me with the shit, I'm not going to sit here and play fucking victim about the shit. I'm not going to sit here and try to explain it away. I'm just going to say, yeah, I'm doing fucking some shit wrong. And hopefully I don't get busted. And if I do, then, oh well. It's YouTube. It's YouTube. Who cares? There are other platforms and shit. Like, I'm not this pressed about this shit. Like, there are options out there. I think the biggest problem that content creators have is they rely on the platform to push their content out. I don't know if anyone remembers an internet where we didn't have the platforms to do this. These platforms are good for doing this. However, we are too reliant on the platforms to advertise our content for us. In other words, if content creators want control over their content, you have to put in the work into your content. You have to put in the work into hosting your own content, into curating your own website, into making your own platform, into making it yours, so that if one platform decides they don't want you on their platform, you just pick up your business and move it to the next, or you move it to your own website. Like, this is how we should be doing it, is everybody has their own website. I think it's easier said than done. But I think that's really where things need to go, is in a decentralized fashion where people are visiting independent websites as opposed to I go to YouTube, or I go to Twitch, or I go to YouNow, or I go to wherever. I go to Rumble and I watch whatever's on Rumble. I think streamers should have more flexibility than that. And I have ideas. I have plans. And I you know what? I know how to code. Jenny, thank you so much for the 50 SEK. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really do. No judgment. I respect the hustle. No, I mean, I get it. Listen, if I was fucking making 10K a month sitting here playing Hell's Kitchen while I sleep, I mean, I'd do it too. What I wouldn't do is act like a victim when I got slapped with a lawsuit, which is why I stopped doing shit like that. And in fact, we used to watch Wife Swap, to be fair. We used to watch Wife Swap a lot, and it was a fun fucking time. And it's not like anybody's watching Wife Swap these days. I think that people who are watching content on Twitch, curated Twitch content on Twitch, you know what's funny? This is the other thing. You're not watching curated Twitch content on Twitch. You're watching YouTube content on Twitch. Be real. Be real here. Aren't necessarily people that would be watching content on YouTube. No, that is such a... Oh, man, I dislike this. Because, like, all you're doing is stealing the YouTube content and saying, well, Twitch viewers would never watch YouTube. Oh, yeah, probably because of idiots like you. Like, that's the problem. You're causing a lot more harm than you realize with this shit. A lot of the time, the reason they go and they watch React streamers is because they don't want to have to do the effort of going and scrolling through YouTube. Oh, guys, isn't it so much work to scroll through YouTube and what do I want to watch? Oh God, it's nothing's on. Just all of these thousands of videos. Oh, is it ever gonna stop scrolling? Oh, there's nothing on. The people who watch Twitch content are specifically there to watch it so they don't have to scroll through. I read that. Denims ultimately concedes that when a viewer watches content curated by a Twitch streamer, it serves as a substitute for the original. There's no point of watching something a second time. Exactly. What is wrong with you, man? There's no point of watching something a second time. You already watched it. Maybe like if you're watching it with some other people or something, it's been a long time, you might rewatch the video. But once you watch the video in one place, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to go back and watch it again. Which is exactly why people fucking... why he should be suing you. If someone watches content on someone else's stream, there's a very low likelihood they're going to watch it separately and give you the viewer like. Jesus. Background of H3 Snark. Now, the part that I guess I didn't even get to this in the Frogan one. Are we going to get to... Because I really don't care about... Because the Snark stuff is very much... That's Stardust shit. That's too in-depth for me. I just want to read about the streamers. But I didn't see the actual complaint because remember, we just read the backstory about Frogan. I didn't see the actual complaint. So they're telling the story of they register it with the Library of Content, whatever. The Library of Buttholes. I don't remember. Congress. Now he's explaining the Hassan content nuke. Oh. That's what I'm saying. This shit's so long. H3 Snark promotes Denims as a substitute. Okay. I mean, we mostly know what happens here, because, you know, that's in the video that we watched, and that's why I'm just kind of glossing through this. Also, because I want to read the Kaceytron case. That's the one I fucking want to read. Denims group viewing session failed to make a fair use of the countdown episode. It's readily apparent that the primary and overriding purpose of Denims' use of the countdown episode was to commercially exploit a group viewing session of the countdown episode, have it serve as a substitute for the original. There's evidence by watching long sections of the countdown episode without any or very little interruption, frequently for several minutes at a time. In a completely separate instance, Denims provides an empty chair reaction, letting the countdown episode play while Denims is completely off screen. At a certain point, Denims informs her audience that she is going to pee. For 2 minutes and 21 seconds of hell, Denims let the countdown episode play while she's off screen relieving herself. When she returns, Denims is silent for an additional minute. In total, the group viewing session was 1 hour, 3 minutes, 56 seconds. During the session, Denims provided approximately 4 minutes and 43 seconds of brief and superficial commentary that usually has little critical bearing on the countdown episode. 43 seconds of partially related commentary on the countdown episode, and 2 minutes and 12 seconds of unrelated or unintelligible comments. In simplest terms, out of a total runtime of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 56 seconds, played uninterrupted for nearly 88% of the total runtime. So 88% of the reaction was the video playing. Denims had the episode take up approximately 3/4 of the screen, while she only occupies approximately 1/4 of the screen. That de-emphasizes her presence. Okay, I see why you did that. Denims' objective was to provide a large and unobstructed view of the episode to her audience, which further emphasizes her primary purpose was to provide a substitute for the original. Denims' use of the episode was clearly commercial. Not only did she receive paid subscriptions, donations, and advertising revenue during her group viewing session, she used it to advertise her group viewing session as evidenced by, okay, so the countdown was a separate thing before the nuke stream. So do they count, what I want to know is, do they count up like how much she made? Oh, like how much commentary she actually made, or no, how much money she actually made. That's what I want to know. As demonstrated below, Denims exemplifies her beliefs about copyright that she expressed during ReactGate. Denims' group viewing session of the nuke epitomizes, 1, her unfounded opinion that copyright infringement and fair use principles are inapplicable in the context of live streaming, and 2, her misguided notion that she is not obligated to transform a copyrighted work with substantial critical commentary and editing. And 3, her narcissistic and misplaced sense of privilege that her, quote, personality is sufficient to justify the highly commercial, unauthorized exploitation of a copyrighted work in its entirety. Denims' viewing session was the pinnacle of her career. At its peak, Denims' viewing session of the nuke received approximately 45,800 concurrent viewers. This was exponentially more concurrent viewers than Denims ever received in her entire career. Denims' group viewing session of the nuke also puts Denims' online career into overdrive. In the days leading up to this, Denims' peak concurrent viewers ranged from approximately 3,100 to 4,500. After her group viewing session, Her concurrent viewers range from 5,100 to 6,700. Below are true and correct screenshots from the page for Denims Twitch channel on Twitch Tracker. So, hear me out. Not only is Ethan saying that you basically lifted this entire video, you grew your channel off of lifting this entire video. The only reason your channel is getting the views you're getting today is because of you stealing this content. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? People get rewarded around here for being thieves. Do you see? It is readily apparent that the primary and overriding purposes of Denims' new viewing session of the nuke was to provide a substitute for the original. It's equally obvious that any commentary of the nuke was an afterthought. Shortly before her group viewing session of the nuke, Denims reads a message from her chat stating, "We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views to the nuke." Denim replies with, "Yeah, I'm going to. I'm going to stream it since Ethan confirmed it's coming out today. We're going to stream it." Immediately prior and throughout Denim's group viewing session, she prominently displayed a cryon at the top of the screen that stated, "Watching Hassan content nuke from Ethan Klein." During the group viewing session, Denims responds to a chatter by stating, "Unfortunately, we are watching the Ethan nuke." Immediately after, if you guys enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, hit follow, like, and subscribe. Throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here. Hey, if you enjoyed me reading through all this bullshit, hit the like button. Become a member. Click the join button. I appreciated you guys tuning in with me because I'm going to be honest, I did not want to watch that by myself. Aww. On February 1st, 2025, Denim stated, "Later after streaming, I found out I got signal boosted by Hassan, Hascord, and the subreddit, what it is called, H3 Snark. And I know all of those people didn't want to give the video another view, which is why they watched it with me. And probably a lot of people, because they ended their H3 show immediately before releasing the video. So there probably was a lot of people that came to watch it here because they wanted to see what someone who would disagree with it would say." Well, when did you plan on disagreeing with it? Apparently you didn't say much. Yes, it is my birthday. It is my birthday. Denim's attempt to feign ignorance of H3 Snark is transparently and comically false. Rather, it's clear that Denims and H3 Snark mods coordinated their efforts. Indeed, after ending her group viewing session of the nuke, Denim's screen shows that she had the H3 Snark subreddit up on her screen the entire time. Ooh, you busted. You are busted, girl. God damn, these people. These people, man, they are just so... This is what I'm saying. They will lie. Twitch streamers are the worst about this. They lie. They lie. They lie. They lie. They lie and they scheme and they fucking plot behind the scenes. It's fucked up. If I'm going to plot, I'm going to do it in front of everybody because I think it's funny. On 74 separate occasions, Denim's group viewing session consisted of watching the nuke for 30 seconds or more with no commentary whatsoever, or at most an unintelligible word or phrase. In total, those experts comprise over 70 minutes of the nuke, i.e. 70% of its total runtime. The poverty of Denim's commentary, coupled by the frequently showing long, unadulterated portions of the nuke, further demonstrates that the overriding and dominant purpose of Denims' group viewing session was to serve as a substitute for the original and to not provide any critical commentary. And then they break down every goddamn timestamp. Let's see. For the majority, Denims speaks briefly after showing a much longer excerpt. The fact that the excerpts Denims shows of the nuke frequently eclipse her statements further emphasizes the primary purpose of group viewing session. During the group viewing session, she admits she's not providing sufficient commentary because she does not want to pause frequently. This further emphasizes the primary purpose of her group viewing session was to watch and any commentary was an afterthought. If I sat here and explained why he was wrong for like half these things, we would be here for another 20 hours. I've gone in and tried to explain why he's incorrect, like 1 in every 10 incorrect takes, because I'm not trying to spend an entire week here. I don't even understand what to say about this because, yeah, this is wrong because of this, another wrong take, another wrong take. Okay, well, I just paused it for 10 minutes. I feel bad pausing it again because surely there'll be something better here. What? What did you even say? Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it. What I was hoping for, because what I want to see is like a time, like the time comparisons. The video was X amount of time. She spoke X amount of time, but I think he may have shown that in the video. When Ethan cites the ban of Destiny as an example of Twitch's inconsistent enforcement of its community guidelines, Denims claims that the ban was due to Destiny's statements condoning Kyle Rittenhouse killing protesters, only to realize that the ban was due to Destiny calling Keffels inbred. All right. It really just feels like there's so much in this lawsuit that it is just like a personal jab. And I think what concerns me is that I don't know if Ethan is serious about this or if he's just trying to get them to settle. Because I believe this is a real lawsuit. I don't believe a serious lawyer did this. Maybe I'm wrong. But at the same time, I don't know. We'll see where this goes. I am dying to read the Kaceytron one.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, did DC already talk about this?
What the fuck is going on?
Did DC already beat me to the damn punch? Yeah, the Kaceytron one. Let's see if we can get more details out of the Frogan one, though. I'm telling you, though, Kaceytron getting her ass fucking sued for goddamn copyright infringement. That's the only goddamn birthday gift I needed this year. Fucking crazy bitch. Love Sabra. Okay, here we go. Because here's the timestamps. Okay. Where'd it go? Everybody press 27 in the chat. It's readily apparent that the primary and overriding purpose was to commercially exploit Frogan's statements demonstrating that she intended her group viewing session to serve as a substitute for the nuke on January 30th, 2025. Frogan made a statement on stream demonstrating her group viewing session, how along with the group viewing session of her friends, would serve as a substitute for the original. Ethan, wants to maximize numbers, i.e. views. Here's the thing, though. No matter what, there are going to be people that they would rather watch it with, no matter what time he goes live. Denim goes live at like 7 in the morning. Sean goes live early as fuck. Mike from PA also goes on early as fuck. I go live in the afternoon. But lately, I've been going live a little bit earlier. Who cares? God fucking damn. I need to know everybody's goddamn schedule. Frogan made the following statements acknowledging that her group viewing session was a substitute. We have a bingo card. The Snark Reddit made it. Shout out to them. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support, and thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the new nuke ethically. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome to the Reddit people. Reddit people. Reddit people. Yes, we're gonna watch it live. Her seems very uninteresting. I want the Kaceytron. I want the Kaceytron docs. Frogan's group viewing session of the nuke demonstrates she did not pre-screen it to formulate her opinions prior to the broadcast. Rather, she timed the group viewing session to occur immediately after the nuke was released to capitalize on the great public interest in it and siphon as many viewers as possible away from the original to herself. In other words, her priority was to personally and financially benefit from providing a substitute for the original. You know what I really want to know? So, okay. In the aggregate, these excerpts comprise 72 minutes or approximately 70% of the nuke. Okay. Rather, her head is buried in her phone texting someone else in the okay. I can't tell if he's saying she only talked for 30% or if he's saying she was silent for 30%. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure he's saying that she was silent for 30% of the time. Oh, hey Marina, how you doing? In a completely separate instant. Okay, this is just when she gets up from the chair. What I want to read in here, just because I am nosy as shit, is that I want to read that they sat there and they added up all of the donations and like subscriptions and shit that they got, and we're like, this is how much she made. Look at how much she made from this. Let's see. Girl, did you really pull a Kanye? Frogan initially confused Senator John Cotton with Senator Chuck Schumer and only realizes her mistake when her chat points out that AR, the abbreviation for Arkansas, is in Senator Cotton's username. Ethan doesn't care about Muslims. Did you pull a Kanye, ma'am? I'm confused. Did she pull a Kanye and say Ethan doesn't care about Muslims? Rare instances where Frogan does engage with the content news, her comments primarily concern her favorite topic, herself. Frogan expressing excitement that she was included in the nuke. Okay. Thank you, Ethan. Thanking Ethan for using a recent picture of her. This is just about the fact that her chat was calling her out for not talking. I really just want to, I want a number. I want to know how much she made. Give me the bank account balance. Come on. First claim for relief. Okay. I'm just scanning through this if anything looks interesting to me. Prayer for relief. TEI be awarded defendants and each of their profits plus TEI's losses attributable to defendants' infringement of the nuke, the exact sum to be proven at the time of trial, or if elected, statutory damages in the amount of $150,000. So as far as I can tell, they are claiming that they're going to be suing for either $150,000 or everything that fat fuck Kaceytron and fat fuck Frogan and fat fuck Denims all made on their streams, plus losses. Basically, the money that they lost from losing those views off of the video, or $150,000. But they did not apparently count up what they made, and so that will be, I guess, determined in court. But I want the Kaceytron document. Come on, Ethan, where is it? Anyway, I guess we're done here. I believe I bored everybody out of my chat. Press 1 if you enjoyed this. OMG, he hates women so much he called all 3 of those women fat for being women. Yep, that's right. Would they count the number of subscribers she had at the time of the video? I'm not really sure. If they, I mean, they would probably count the subscribers, because subscribers on Twitch is like money. Like it's the same as memberships on YouTube. So, in that situation, yeah, pretty much. But, I don't know how much they like, because I feel like Denims really is like the most egregious at the end of the day, because she really did grow her platform off of this. Frogan may have been, I feel like Frogan's the one that he's probably going to have trouble with that lawsuit sticking. And then Kaceytron is just a fucking stoned out idiot, and nothing about this shocks me. But you know, again, I am very glad that this fucking strung out fucking junkie is getting what the fuck she deserves, because she fucking deserves it, in my opinion. She deserves even more. She deserves to be sued by big Hollywood. I don't give a fuck what you think about fucking Hollywood, or whatever you think about fucking Hollywood, or bullshit shit content on TV. She doesn't have a goddamn right to be raking in tens of thousands of dollars a month just off of stealing a fucking TV show. There are people, many people, who work on those TV shows, who create those movies, who write the scripts, that act in it, that fucking clean the shitter on set for them. And they don't get paid, Kaceytron, when you steal their content, okay? So I hope you keep digging, because you're gonna have to find somewhere to live. Ethan is taking your trailer, ma'am. Anyway, I'm done here. Thank you guys for coming by. I really do appreciate it. I just wanted to do something short. This was short, comparative. This was short. Thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate it. I'm going to raid the goddamn podcast because TJ is back and very alive. So y'all go say hi to them. Give them a sub. Thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate it. And yeah, make sure you hit the like button, by the way. But y'all have a good rest of the night. Thanks for coming by.